Hello Physical Fiends, it is Jordan here with another Worth a Purchase where I play a game to decide whether I think it's worth the money. Today I'm taking a look at Yooka-Replaylee, which is releasing digitally on PS5, Xbox, PC, and what I've been playing for this video, Nintendo Switch 2. It is out today, right now. You can buy it and you can play it. But this is Physical Paradise and I only care about physical video games, and this does have one. A very important one too. I put the links to them down in the description and pinned comment, but I will detail it all later in the video. But first, let me tell you about the game. So this is a remake slash remaster slash whatever the PR wants to roll with on this day of the week of a Kickstarter game called Yooka-Replaylee. Ex-Rare staff wanted to tap into the demand for an old school 3D platformer that were popular in the mid to late 90s, the primary inspiration being Banjo-Kazooie. I think it's fair to say that reception to the end result was mixed. Some enjoyed it, some thought it was a bit flat. And so, after a decade of the original Kickstarter, they went in and tried to make it the game it should have originally been. And my god, they have. It's really good. It is a game that has all the trappings of a collectathon, which certainly won't be for everyone out there. This game isn't going to change your mind on that genre, but for those of us who do enjoy it, I think this is an excellent game. There are only a handful of worlds to visit to collect all the things you need to collect, but each level is massive. This could be a detriment to the experience, but for me it's not, because each world is packed with things to do. The amount of pages to collect has pretty much doubled, which may sound like an odd thing to do, considering one of the complaints of the original was the amount of things to do, like too much. But here it works because it's now filled each area of the world with interesting things. Puzzles, challenges that make every section feel like it has meaning. The original, the levels were large, but mostly barren. And don't worry, I don't think this is kind of a Mario Odyssey Moon situation, because the pages in Yooka-Replaylee tend to be more interesting, pound for pound. Or maybe that should be ground pound for ground pound, I don't know. Not revolutionary, just enough to keep you engaged and make it not feel like a chore. Sure, there's only like 300 here compared to Odyssey's 800 or whatever it was, but that is a good balance in my opinion. It is the Goldilocks principle, it's just right. Unlike the original, the progress of the game is much better, by which I mean it's sensible. It works just how a normal 3D platformer should work. You get enough pages to unlock the next section of the hub area in order to access the next world. You don't need to 100% any world to move on, and the threshold feels like a good stepping off point to try something new for a bit. You can drop in and out of worlds as you please to finish off whatever you want, and you will want to because it's fun. Whether finding the ghosts or the quills to purchase permanent upgrades and abilities, I was just really enjoying playing this, and I was having real trouble putting it down. There are enough quality of life improvements that make things not a chore anymore, like fast travel around the maps, unlocking all your main platforming moves from the start, and you have a checklist of pages. A good few things have been altered as well, like some of the worst pages from the original have either been taken out or altered. There's a good mix of challenges too, enough simple ones for younger gamers to have fun with, but also some harder stuff that even made me get a bit of a sweat on. On the whole though, it's not a super difficult game or anything. Maybe some boss battles will be a challenge to younger gamers or those who like an easier time, but that's where the Tonics can come in to help out. There are now more tonics to alter the gameplay. You can purchase these, which can either make your life easier or tougher depending on what you want. Some of them are just for fun stuff, like changing the music to the original, or changing the art style to something more cel-shaded or comic book-like. But others will increase your health or stamina, make enemies easier, or make them harder if you want to, and you can equip more than one if you unlock the right to do so. I think there is something for everyone here, and it's been damn fun playing this game. The only thing I don't like about this game is the inability to remap the controls. While I eventually got used to it, I feel the need to give a disappointing glare to the person who decided that A should be the jump button on Nintendo Switch 2. I would respect the choice a lot more if they gave me the ability to change it myself, but they didn't, so I'm going to find that person and I'm going to stare at them with a big frown. Why won't you let me remap the controls? Now, before I get into the physical release details, if you're new here, either thanks to the algorithm or you specifically search for British guy in China who talks about physical video games, then subscribe, okay? It will be the best thing you do today, I promise. I'm a very useful person giving you useful information about physical game releases. So, in terms of the physical release, if you check the links down below in the description and pinned comment, you will see that it's getting a physical release on December 18th. Perfect Christmas present, I have to say. Pre-orders come with a map and a sticker sheet. This will be on Xbox Series X, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch 2. Yes, the Nintendo Switch 2 as a proper cartridge release. This is not a game key. Yooka-Replaylee is on the cartridge. Of course, there will be some patches like any modern game, but the core game is there, so you actually own it without relying on servers in the future. And this is a massively important release for the Switch 2 console. The game's publisher, PM Studios, have publicly stated this is a financial risk for them due to the costs involved, especially because it has price parity with the other consoles. And its success or failure could shape the future of proper physical releases on Switch 2. Publishers see this as a roaring success. Maybe they will say no to the game key like they should do. This is one of a few upcoming pivotal releases for the system. And if you want to support that, or you just want to purchase either the Xbox or PS5 version, then please do so via the links in the description and pinned comment, because that supports me as well to keep bringing useful physical content for your eyes and your ears. I do appreciate that support from the bottom of my heart. Now, I can't speak for other platforms, but it is widely known that the Switch 2 version does only run at 30 frames per second, when it wants to, which is a big controversy for some. And, okay, it plays just fine for me. Maybe I'm a freak, but 30 frames per second, it's fine. The team have stated they didn't have much time to work with Switch 2 dev kits, and they are looking into maybe a 60 frames per second patch, but they didn't promise anything. I did also encounter some technical hiccups. It did crash twice for me, straight to the home screen. Not nice, but the autosave comes in to save the day. I lost like a minute of gameplay at most, and then there was the occasional glitch, which one would assume would be patched out in the near future. Regardless of performance, the game looks absolutely gorgeous, whether on a TV screen or in handheld mode. The art design really shines. Each world looks super magical and enticing. You want to explore these places just because how nice they look. The effects in particular have that same effect that sticker books had on me as a kid. I don't know what I'm saying, but it's coming from the heart. Overall, would I recommend this? Hell yes, this is a really good game. If you are craving a 3D platformer, a collectathon, this is where it's at. While it may lack a certain amount of direction compared to like Donkey Kong Bonanza, I have honestly enjoyed my time with Yooka-Replaylee more. It feels like everything a modern 3D platformer collectathon should be, and I think Banjo would be proud of this one. How about you? Will you be buying this digitally, or are you waiting for the physical release? If so, let me know in the comments below. Did you play the original? What did you think of it? I would like to know. And if you do play this, come back later on and tell me what you think of it, okay? Have a fantastic day. Take care.